Guys, welcome back to the TBR Diaries, part 20. Woo! I can't believe I've made 20. Well, this will be the 20th video. And we're still only on the third shelf of the first bookcase. For those that are just joining, this is a little series where I am going through my physical TBR because it's gotten out of control, and I don't even think it's me buying books at this point. I think the books are breeding while I'm sleeping. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Um, but it's gotten out of control, and I just kind of have been wanting to go through the books and see what I have and try to organize them. And so I figured as I was doing that, I would share the books with you guys. And get some feedback from y'all. Maybe you see a book that you think I should immediately bump up on the priority list. Or maybe you see a book that you're like, no, it's okay. You can keep ignoring that one for a while. No rush in getting to that one. I value all of your feedback and what you guys have to say. I understand reading is subjective, so I love getting the cats. I love getting all your guys' feedback. So anyway, let's jump into this. I want to talk about, there's 5 books today, but 3 series. So yeah, let's jump into this. So this first book I want to talk about, it's the first book in a trilogy. I believe it's a trilogy. And the third book just came out, so this whole series is really kind of popular right now. But this is the first book, Butcher and Blackbird, by Bryn Weaver. Yeah. And I got the collector's edition with the sprayed edges. Let's see, I don't even know what look at that. That's beautiful. And then all of the trigger warnings, the content and trigger warnings on the inside of the dust jacket. Dust jacket. I don't know why I said dusk. Anyway, apparently I'm not meant to talk very well today. So, oh well. Y'all just have to deal with my poor grammar today. But anyway, back to the book, back to the beautiful book, Butcher and Blackbird. I have, the Ruinous Love trilogy. So it is a trilogy. I don't have the next 2 books in the series, Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow, I think are the 2. So I've been kind of putting this off until I get those. Plus, one of my goals in 2025 is to finish series before I start new series. So I don't want to start this until I get the other 2 books, and I also want to try to finish some other series before I start this one. But I think I'm going to love this one. I tend to have a dark, twisted sense of humor. I blame my time in the military. We're all kind of like that. We've all got a little bit of a twisted sense of humor because of what we deal with on a daily basis. So a romance novel about serial unalivers is probably right up my dark and depraved alley. But yeah, so I'm excited about this one. I do want to get to this one sooner rather than later. I hope they come out with special editions of Leather and Lark and Scythe and Sparrow, because I would also like to get the special edition books of those, so that it'll match my collector's edition of Butcher and Blackbird. But yeah, so that's the first book I wanted to talk about. The next 2 books that I want to talk about, I think there's just 2 books in this. I think it's just a duet. I haven't seen any other books around this series. But the first book is House of Salt and Sorrows. And then the second book is House of Roots and Ruin. And these seem like, this is by, hold on, first off, it's by Aaron A. Craig. Craig. Just get over it. I don't know how to pronounce anything properly. And I'm educated. So that just because I have a PhD doesn't mean I know how to properly pronounce words, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, I'm not real sure what these are about. It sounds kind of like maybe a supernatural, maybe fantasy type setting. Definitely mystery slash thriller, I think. I don't think it's gonna be a romance. But again, I'm not quite sure. It says it's a 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. I don't know what 12 Dancing Princesses are. I don't know that story or that fable or that whatever it is. But that's apparently what it's based off of. But there's a bunch of sisters that live with their father and their stepmother. There used to be a bunch of them. Some of them died. Some of them, yeah, I don't know. They're being bothered by ghostly visions. It sounds creepy and good. Just haven't sat down to read them yet. Yeah, I'd be really curious if anybody's read this duet, what they think of it. Because I kind of have, I got these probably, I don't know, at least 5, 6 months ago, and have promptly forgot about them. So yeah, those are the next two books. And then the last two books I want to talk about, if you've ever been on the book talk side of the TikTok app, then you have seen these two books. um, but they are a duet, and it is the Song of Death and the Goddess of Death by C.A. Varian. And I'm not going to lie, other than the fact it's mermaids, I know no clue what this is about. I bought these because they are gorgeous books. So you can see, right, if you line them up, even on the spines, they line up. And then, so let's look at, so this is the first book, Song of Death. This is the inside of the dust jacket cover. This is the naked cover. Right? You've got beautiful. And the pages are pink. And then the Goddess of Death, right? Another beautiful, gorgeous book. This is the inside of the dust jacket cover of that one. Here's the naked book. And then again, the inside covers. But this one has blue pages. So that's why I bought the books. Because they're gorgeous. And even if I don't like the stories, the books themselves will look gorgeous sitting on my shelves. So yeah, if you've read these, if you've read any of these books or series, let me know. And, I'll get around to reading them one day. Like I said, Butcher and Blackbird, definitely I'm waiting to read that. That's going to be one of the first new series I start when I'm in a position to start a new series. But yeah, let me know in the comments.